Hey, you've just stepped into the caring corner where life's caregiving challenges meet a whole lot of heart and a dash of sass. I'm Michelle O'Neill, and I'm here to serve up insights, inspiration, and real life tools to help you navigate caring for your kids and aging loved ones without forgetting about you. Expect everything from time management hacks and emotional wellness strategies to technology tips sprinkled with humor and tenacity. Are you ready? Let's get to it. Have you ever noticed how certain times of the year seem to pull you closer to what really matters? Maybe it's the smell of your favorite dish, the sound of that song that takes you back, or the simple act of sitting down with family. Now, these moments aren't just sentimental. They're an actual invitation, a chance to reconnect with the part of you that feels forgotten, to rediscover what lights you up, and to weave yourself back into your own life. Hi, I'm Michelle O'Neill, and I am your host and resident emotional wellness coach. And welcome to the Caring Corner. In this episode, we're exploring how to use those moments that we often take for granted, the ones that tug at your heart and whisper, "Hey, remember me?" Well, we want to explore how to use those moments to reconnect with who you are, whether it's during the holidays or any other season of life. These moments hold the key to rediscovering joy, identity, and connection. And it doesn't take some grandiose gesture or perfect timing. It starts with a single step, a single memory, a single moment of intention. So let's start by looking at how we lose those pieces of ourselves in the first place and how to recognize the opportunities around us to begin to bring them back. Losing yourself doesn't happen in this single moment. Ta-da, it's gone. It's gradual, almost unnoticeable until one day you catch a glimpse of who you used to be and you wonder, where, where did she go? Caregiving responsibilities and the daily grind slowly carve away pieces of your time, your energy, and let's be honest, your joy. It's not that you don't love those people. It's not that you don't care for them or the life that you built, but somewhere along the way, you forgot to save space for yourself. And that realization hits hard, doesn't it? There's a heaviness to it. You're exhausted, frustrated, and maybe even a little resentful, but you push those feelings down because you're just doing what needs to be done. Yet there's this longing for the things that used to make you feel so alive, the interests, the traditions, the dreams that got left behind when life became too much, when life became about everybody else. Maybe you loved spending hours decorating your home for the holidays. Deck the halls with balls of holly. You know what I'm talking about. Turning each corner into a little piece of magic. But now the thought alone feels overwhelming, and you've convinced yourself it's not worth the effort. Or remember when baking cookies with your kids felt like a tradition, a time to laugh and make a mess together. But this year, you actually just ran to the store and picked up store-bought ones because it's just easier and you don't have time to be making any cookies anyway. These small shifts, they just kind of sneak on in there. At first, they seem like these practical choices. At least there I have cookies, right? But over time they pile up. And suddenly the version of you that's found joy in those moments feel like a distant memory. You didn't mean to lose her, but now you're wondering, how can I find her again? And here's the thing. Finding her doesn't mean overhauling your life. So get that thought out of your head. It's about recognizing the opportunities, especially during this season, to bring those moments back, piece by piece. Just like it didn't happen overnight for her to disappear, it's not going to happen overnight for you to bring her back. Just one moment at a time. So let's talk about why this time of year holds the perfect chance to start. There's something about this time of year that feels different, doesn't it? Even with the busyness, the crowded schedules, and the caregiving responsibility, there's this shift in the air. People seem to slow down. They want to be with each other. They want to enjoy life, even if just for a little. We reflect on what really matters and connect with our loved ones. And we try sometimes in the smallest ways to bring a little light into the season. That energy, that openness to connect and joy is the perfect invitation to start reconnecting with you. The truth is, you don't need this tremendous gesture to start. You don't have to bring back every tradition or rekindle every passion all at once. It's about finding the small moments, the ones that remind you of who you are and what makes you smile. Those little steps, they're enough. Think about the traditions that you let slip over the years, right? Maybe you used to host this big family gathering. Everyone get together, bring their own dishes, and you cook the main part, the turkey, the ham, whatever it is. But now, the thought of it, it feels like too much. That's okay. It doesn't have to look the same. I want you to get that. When I talk about old traditions, I'm not telling you to make everything be the same. Life will never be the same one moment to another. You've grown in some way. It will not be, feel, look the same. Maybe instead of decorating the entire house, you just light a few of those candles. Go on Amazon, buy those electronic candles, put the batteries on, and have them all over the house, lighting your way. Put some music on. If you don't have a way to put it, get Pandora, get Amazon, talk to the girl, Alexa, talk to her and get that music going. Just enough, just enough to bring a little warmth and happiness into your space. Or instead of baking that dozen of cookies, you pick one recipe, the favorite recipe, the one that everybody always seems to eat up, and make it with your loved ones. Cherish that time together instead of rushing through it. Laugh, talk about the memories, decorate it like you never decorated them before. It's not about recreating the past. It's about taking what mattered most to you and finding a way to make it work in your life now. And if that means creating something entirely new, that's beautiful too. And it's okay. Maybe it's a movie night with your kids or writing a gratitude letter to yourself for the year ahead. There's plenty of holiday movies to watch this time of year, all family appropriate. Whatever it is, let it be something that feels good to you. The thing is, You don't have to and shouldn't do it alone. Invite your kids to join in, even if it's something as simple as picking out a holiday playlist to play while you're cooking dinner. And while you're cooking dinner, maybe they can help. Okay? If you're caring for a loved one, bring them into the moment too. Ask them about their favorite holiday memories or let them help you decorate the tree, even if it's just placing one single ornament. These shared moments aren't just about them, they're about you too, about weaving your identity back into the fabric of your life together. And listening to that story from your loved one gives you a deeper understanding of them that maybe you never had before. The holidays are a reminder that joy and connection don't have to be perfect to be meaningful. They just have to be present. So, how do we start weaving more of those moments into our lives, not just during the holiday, but every day? So, let's take a look at that next, okay? Start with intentional moments. You don't have to overhaul your life to start reconnecting with yourself. Sometimes it's the smallest and the simplest moments that remind us who we are. Think of one thing, just one, that used to light you up. Maybe it's flipping through an old photo album or pulling out your favorite winter scarf or rewatching a movie that always made you smile or cry in a good way. These aren't just duties, they're invitations to pause and remember what matters to you. So make it personal, even in the midst of caregiving. Look, caregiving takes so much of your time and energy, but what if it didn't have to mean losing yourself? While you're cooking dinner, play a song that makes you want to move, not just any song, one that feels like you, that feels good. I remember talking to someone the other day and they asked me, "What's your favorite color?" And I said, "I don't have a favorite color, but there is this one color that I identify with." That's how I'm talking about this song. There's this one song or a group of songs that you really identify with that brings wonderful memories or make you feel good inside. And while helping your loved one get ready for bed, share a story about a favorite holiday from your childhood. These aren't just moments for them, they're moments for you too. It's about finding ways to bring yourself into the life that you're already living. I know it can feel like the things that you love are buried under a pile of responsibilities, but what if you could dig just one, dig one out? Maybe it's the notebook where you used to write poetry or a half-finished puzzle that's pushed aside in the closet. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be this big production. Give yourself permission to enjoy just one thing that you've put on hold, even if it's just for 5 minutes. The truth is, those 5 minutes can change everything. So, there's a few things that I'd like to give you that you could do and think about incorporating them somewhere in a day. One would be create a me moment each day. Light a candle or sip tea in silence or take 5 deep breaths before the chaos of the day takes over. Just lighting a candle. How does that feel for you? Or second, why don't you find joy in the everyday? Use caregiving task as a chance to infuse a little bit of yourself. While folding laundry, listen to an audiobook that inspires you, or while grocery shopping, pick up a treat just for yourself. And the third thing is let the season guide you. If it's too late for big traditions, create micro traditions. Write one word that sums up your day and hang it on the fridge for everyone to see. Ask everyone at dinner to share a small win. These little moments add up. They always do. Weaving yourself back into your life doesn't mean adding more to your plate. It means looking at what's already in front of you and finding the peace that feels like home. It's not about perfecting or getting it all done. It's about letting yourself matter again. So, what does this all add up to? It's about remembering that no matter how much you give to others, there's always space to give something to yourself. Let's talk about why that's not just important. Look, it's essential. Listen, you don't have to lose yourself in caregiving, not this season, not any season. Those parts of you that feel distant, they're still there. They're waiting for you quietly, hoping you'll take just one small step to rediscover them. And here's the beautiful part: you don't need permission, and you don't need perfection. What you need is to decide that you matter enough to take up space in your own life again. So, this holiday season, let it be about more than giving to others. Let it be about giving something back to yourself too. The joy that you used to feel, the hobbies and interests that you loved, the traditions that made you smile. They're not just memories, they're a map back to you. And all it takes is one small moment to start. Here's what I want you to do. Think of one tradition, one interest, one hobby, one passion that you've put on hold. Just one. And I know it won't take long for that to just pop back up in your head. And this week, I want you to revisit it. Don't overthink it. Make it small, make it simple, but make it happen. Maybe you share it with your family, or maybe it's just you. Either way, it's yours. You get that? If you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, look, I got you. My 3 minutes to calm meditation is the perfect reset. In 3 minutes, you can find, no, you can get a little peace, a little clarity, and a lot of strength to take that first step. And if you're ready to dig even deeper, let's connect. Book a call with me and let's figure out how to bring balance and harmony and joy back into your life. Not just for the holidays. You deserve more than that. So for every day, this season, let's make it more than about getting through. Let's make it about rediscovering what makes you, you. You've got this, and I got you. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, that's a wrap for today at the Caring Corner. We've tackled some big topics, but remember, You're not in this alone. Subscribe to keep the wisdom and warmth coming. And stay tuned for amazing guests who'll be joining us to help round out your caregiving toolkit. Catch you next time and keep conquering those challenges.